So how are we going to use AI without writing any code? Well, it requires that I tell you one technical term. The technical term is called an API. You've probably heard of it because Facebook has a lot of APIs, Google has a lot of APIs, Twitter has a lot of APIs. But the important thing is that an API just carries information. So imagine you're at a restaurant and you are eating. And there's the waiter. The waiter doesn't cook the food. The waiter doesn't do anything except for communicate information to the kitchen about what you want to eat and communicate the information from the kitchen, which would be the food that you're about to eat, back to you. But the waiter itself doesn't do any of the cooking. The API is like a waiter. All it does is carry information from one person to another, from one computer to another. So just like you go to a restaurant and a waiter takes your order, communicates to the kitchen says, great, we're gonna make that, and then the waiter comes back to you with your food. The API takes data, says, great, we've got this great data. We're gonna go tell another computer that we've got this data. And then the other computer says, great, now we can do something with it. That's the basis of all Spirit of the Law AI. One computer has data that the other computer is going to do something with. Remember, AI is data with a task. We just have to give it a job, and we're going to show you how you can use that. The good news for you is that APIs are all over the place. Remember, Facebook uses APIs, Google uses APIs, all sorts of different companies use APIs. Well, APIs are part of SaaS platforms, which stands for Software as a Service. Anything where you log into your browser, your Chrome or your Safari or your Microsoft Edge, and then you go to the .com and then you start using the website, that probably has an API. In fact, if you're using an app, if you're using a service, and you Google the word API right next to it, there's probably going to be a whole big website full of lots of developer documentation that you don't really want to worry about that's going to pop up saying, here's exactly how you can use an API. Other examples would be Trello uses a great API. Airtable uses a great API. We're going to be talking about the whole Microsoft Office suite, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Docs. We're going to talk about QuickBooks and how QuickBooks has an API. We're going to talk about Stripe, PayPal, email, calendars, Zoom. All sorts of different tools that you use every single day have an API. We're going to show you how you can use APIs to give the computer the task that you need done.